So welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Nick and Knarf, two brothers in Tucson, bringing you fun stuff from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Today, we're going to throw you another curveball. Frank has an amazing collection of famous music from TV shows. And he said, hey, you want to do something here with this collection? And I said, sounds great. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you 10 or 11 different soundtracks from TV shows, and we're going to ask you to guess which it is. So at the end of each one, we're going to stop and say, okay, if you guys need a little more time, you can, if you want to go back and rewind and listen to it again, you can.
Well, they could stop without us stopping, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. But we are going to bring you the title of the TV show associated with the music.
Yeah, and a lot of these are going to be familiar to you guys, I'm sure. And some are going to be a little less familiar because they're going back all the way to the early 60s, you know, most all of them. And but it's a lot of fun. We thought we'd have a good time. This collection is really awesome. It's got 100 different actual themes from all these great TV shows, the top 100 themes of all time. And we picked 10 really good ones. I think we'll stump you on a couple. I'm sure a lot of them are going to be easy, but we're going to have a lot of fun with this one. But we're glad you're joining us today. And we'd like to remind you before we start, if you have not, please subscribe, like, and share. Hit that like icon, whether you subscribe or not. We'd love to please have you hit that like icon thumb because it really helps promote the videos and stuff, and we appreciate all that promotion and all our subscribers.
And
we always thank you.
Because we got egos and we want to be
That's
fed
right. We want to be like me, please. You like me? Anyhow, this is going to be a good time. So we're ready to get started.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with some really cool stuff. All right, let me get us in position. All right, so here is our first theme. Try to figure out what it is. Here we go.
Hey baby, I hear the blues are calling, tossed salads and scrambled eggs. Quite stylish. And maybe I seem a bit confused. Yeah, maybe, but I got you pegged. But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs. They're calling again. Scrambled eggs all over my face. What is a boy to do?
Oop, kind of snuck out a little there, but we know what it is, huh? Do you guys know what theme that is? What theme is it, Nikki? Why don't you go ahead and spill the beans?
It's from the TV show Frasier. What a great, well-written TV show.
Oh, it was one of my top 5 shows of all time. Just hilarious, well-acted, well-written, everything.
Unbelievable.
But then that theme song is it's unforgettable. So, okay, so our first one is Frasier. Let's get to our second song. Let's see if you remember which show this one's from. Okay.
You've heard it hundreds of times.
That song was actually written by a duo called the Rembrandts, and I don't think that's them performing it, but if you get their album, this song is on there. Their album LP, their original version that they do is on it. What show is it, Nick?
Friends.
Oh, did you get that one? Friends, the great show, comedy show from the 70s and 80s. I think it was the 80s, right? 80s and 90s. Yeah, I figured it right. I get my decades all screwed up. This is what happens when you get old. But did you recognize that one? That's a fun theme, too, and a great, great song from a great show. All right, let's get into our next one. This one, a lot of you are probably going to get, but it's such a wonderful theme. We wanted to hear it again. Here we go, our third selection.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Okay.
What a great TV show. In my opinion, probably the best of all time.
Wow, that's saying a lot.
Yeah, Cheers. From the TV show Cheers.
Great show with
The characters.
all the characters. You had Ted Danson and Shelley Long and Kirstie Alley and Woody Harrelson and so many. And Frasier obviously was before he moved on to his own TV show. Was a member of the cast of Cheers too. Kelsey Grammer.
So well written. So many phenomenal characters.
I guess you guys got to guess that one right away. It's pretty easy, but what a beautiful theme song, isn't it? For a great, great show. Hope you guys got that one. Okay, here we go to our next one. This one might be a little tougher. So let's see what you guys get with this one. Here we go.
See surplus store, corner People's Drive, 124th Street.
I think one of the greatest musical introductions for a TV show.
Terrific. And from one of the trend-setting and greatest police detective kind of shows on television, ran long run. Which one is it, Nikki?
You tell.
Okay, it's Hill Street Blues.
Now, if you guys have also seen the movie Man from Snowy River, this music is very similar to the theme song to Man from Snowy River. And if you haven't seen that movie, it's great. The horsemanship is fantastic.
I wonder how many of you guys got Hill Street Blues. I mean, if you weren't into that show, it doesn't even sound like a cop show theme, really. It's kind of unusual.
Very soft side to it. Really cool.
Okay, here's our next one. This was from another huge hit from television back in the late 70s and early 80s, mid 80s. Here we go. See if you can figure this one out. Okay, which one was that one, Nikki?
I'll let Frank tell you this one too.
That one is the theme from Taxi.
Do you guys remember all the great actors and
Christopher
actresses that
Lloyd, Danny DeVito.
My gosh.
You had Judd Hirsch.
Judd Hirsch.
Andy Kaufman. Some incredible stars.
Tony Danza.
Mary Lou Henner.
Mary Lou Henner, loved her. She did a lot of Hallmark movies.
A terrific TV show that was on for, had a great run.
Did we say Andy Kaufman? Did you
Yes,
say?
I said Andy Kaufman. Just the amazing,
just so-
what a group of great actors for that show. I wonder how many of you got that Taxi theme there. It's a little bit hard to remember too, because some of these things, you hear them and you think, well, those are kind of jazz songs. And was that a theme of a TV show? But it actually was the theme from Taxi.
Just such a great show.
Hope you got that one. Okay, here's our next offering for you from another long-running show. Let's see if you can get this one. Okay, now that's a tough one. I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to get that one. You know who that one is? What, you want me to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, that is from the long-running detective show, The Rockford Files.
James Gardner. I mean, if anybody could combine the kind of stud comedy and just kind of
And the gravitas of being a dramatic actor at the same time.
Yes.
He could really walk that fine line and play
he
at
was
both
so
sides of it.
good at. He's a pro at doing it.
What a huge show that
but
was.
But that music is so good, isn't it?
Wasn't Noah Beery was on there too, right? He played his uncle.
father.
Or his father. Yeah,
his
that's what it
dad.
was. Yeah, that's right. What a terrific show. Did you guys get the Rockford File theme? Okay. Well, if you didn't, maybe you'll get this next one. This one might be a little more familiar to everybody. I don't know. Maybe not. Here we go. See what you think.
How will you make it on your own? This world is awfully big. Girl, this time you're all alone. But it's time you started living. It's time you let someone else do some giving. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have it down, why don't you take it? You might just make it after all. You might just make it after all.
Remember that one? Nick, who was that one?
Mary Tyler Moore Show.
The Mary Tyler
And
Moore Show.
So many great actors in this one as well.
Absolutely.
Cloris Leachman. Do you forget she was the
Oh, I
apartment
forget. Yeah,
manager?
Cloris Leachman. You're right. She was on there too. Valerie Harper showed up later on. You had Ed Asner, Ted Knight.
Gosh.
And of course, Mary Tyler Moore. This
And the
was
guy
a
who was the Love Boat.
huge. Gavin McLeod.
Gavin McLeod.
What a huge success and a huge show this was for so many years on TV. But that theme, I remember her walking down the streets of Minneapolis, and then at the end she throws up the little hat she's
I
wearing.
was going to ask you what city was she in?
Oh, yeah,
It was
Minneapolis. Sorry, I screwed that up.
No, that was great because Minneapolis, I mean, of all places, who would have expected it to be in Minneapolis? You know.
I wonder how many of you guys got that theme out there too. That was one probably a little more recognizable. Okay, here's another one from a TV show from the early 70s, late 60s and early 70s.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man
Okay, first of all, you recognize who sang that song?
The original.
That isn't the original song. His song was called "My Best Friend," but this was not written with this title. That was Harry Nilsson singing the theme from
What? The Courtship of Eddie's
The
Father.
Courtship of
Sorry.
Eddie's Father, yes, with Bill Bixby.
Bill Bixby, if you think about it, one of the most popular TV actors of all time. He did My Favorite Martian. He did Courtship of Eddie's Father. Then he did
The Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk. Died very young.
Unfortunately, had prostate cancer. I believe he was in his 50s.
Always liked him.
Do you remember the co-star of the show, the Japanese, his maid?
God,
He had the maid, Miyoshi Umeki.
Wow.
Remember, he had a
that's
Japanese
right.
maid. And then the little boy, I forget what the little boy's name was. But anyway, it's the Courtship of Eddie's Father, about a bachelor father raising his son.
Only a couple of years,
It only lasted 2 or 3 years,
3 years.
but it was a sweet show, really nice, and that theme song was always really catchy. Anyway, that's a song by Harry Nilsson. Thought you'd get it.
Miyoshi Umeki, was she in Geisha?
Yeah, but she was in Madame Butterfly or something, and she was in Geisha too. She was a really rising star from Japan at that time.
Oh, she was an American in Paris.
She was a Parisian in Tokyo.
My woman from Tokyo.
Okay, I don't know how many of you got that one. Now, how many of you going to guess this one? This was from a real popular TV show too. Here we go. Okay, now that one might be tougher than we think, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think the song is? Nick, which one is this one?
This one's from I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream
Barbara
of Jeannie
Eden,
with the
that I have the
gorgeous...
hots for her.
Oh,
Ooh.
Barbara, God, gorgeous Barbara
Remember what
Eden.
movie she was in? Really big movie? Frankie Avalon sang the lead song to that movie. Voyage to the bottom of the sea.
She was in all kinds of great movies.
She was married to Michael and Sarah.
Michael and Sarah. She worked with Michael and Sarah on the set of The Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. They both were in the film.
And
I think that's where they
who was her
met.
co-star in I Dream of Jeannie?
Larry Hagman. And he became the guy
no,
JR.
not Larry Hagman.
Yeah. No, not Larry. Yeah, Larry Hagman, right?
No. Her husband was the goofy guy.
She wasn't married to him. You're thinking of Bewitched.
Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of Bewitched.
Larry Hagman.
Yeah, sorry. Larry
Before
Hagman.
he went to Dallas.
He was so good in it, too. And so was
Oh,
the
yeah.
other guy, his buddy.
Yeah, his buddy, the roommate
that
was-
never knew about it.
Yeah,
You know? And
but she was a genius.
How about the lady across the, you got all the people across the street.
Yeah, the
you know?
incidental people who come in and they don't know that she's a genie. They
But
don't
remember the controversy with their belly button.
That's right, showing her belly button. How really risque that was,
She
man.
was so cute.
But a cute theme, a really
Oh.
fun theme from a great show. Okay, we got one last one for you. Now, I know this one's probably going to be a stumper. I hope you'll get it. It was from one of the most innovative, off the wall, unusual shows that I just loved watching back in the early 70s, late
God,
60s.
I can't believe I was confusing Bewitched in my mind with I
Yeah,
Dream of
well,
Jeannie.
I was close to, but okay.
She
Here,
was hot too.
guess this one. All right, here we go. Okay, I wonder how many of you are going to get that one. Do you remember the show, Nick? Which show
And it
was
also
that
had
one?
great opening graphics. This was Wild
Wild West that was made into a remake movie with, what's his name? Will Smith, right? Played the Wild West in the movie.
Was it?
And yeah, it was him. But the original starred Robert Conrad. And his partner was Ross Martin playing Artemis Gordon.
Right, but who was the other guy? Was Mel Gibson with?
No. He was
with Will Smith.
Oh, I don't remember.
Who played the sidekick?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think I saw the movie. I just got a hard time getting into that one. But
Mel Gibson played Maverick. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but yeah, this was the original that led to that film with Will Smith in it, and it was like really ahead of his time. It was kind of off the wall. It was like sort of like a Mission Impossible of the Old West, where these two guys would try to solve these complicated crimes together, and they would go to all these elaborate ruses to try to figure it out. But it was in the Old West.
Who was the sidekick again?
Ross Martin.
Ross Martin. He was really good on that show where he would do the. You had to do
Stump the Stars.
Stump the Stars. Yeah.
But he died young too. He was a real talented actor. If you ever get a chance to see some of the reruns, they're really fun westerns.
It was a great show.
It was sort of pseudo comedy and drama together, and kind of fantasy as well. But that was our final selection of our not our top 10, but just 10 random selections of songs we thought you'd really enjoy hearing the themes of from these wonderful TV shows. Hope you got most of them right. And if you didn't, don't feel bad. The important is it's just fun.
And Frank has these 100 of them, and I'm sitting there going, gosh, I wonder if I could remember
And if
these.
you love hearing old TV themes, you should get this. It's double CD set of the top 100 themes of all time. It's a lot of fun.
Got them from the 80s, the 90s, so.
Yeah, there were a lot of other shows we didn't pick. I mean, it had I Love Lucy's theme, had the Flintstones, had all kinds of great stuff.
Like some of the ones that girls used to like watching a lot, where the main theme was about.
Oh, yeah, Sex and the City. I think it has a theme to, just so many of them, from All in the Family. I mean, just great stuff. If you enjoy collectible movie themes, TV themes,
music really is.
Some of them are just really beautifully done.
Maude was one of my favorites. The Jeffersons. I mean, just so
from
many.
The golden age of television. But we sure hope you enjoyed our presentation today of 10 great TV themes. And if you like what you heard, along with our other great content that we try to bring to you week in and week out, we've been doing this now for 2.5 years, and we love it, and we're grateful for your support. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like icon for us. Share it with your friends, and our subscribers. We thank you so much for everything, and we hope you enjoyed today's show, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time on another episode of Nick and Knarf.
Signing off. Thanks.
Ciao, Bambini.
Thanks for being here.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.